Hostilities between the United States and Iran continued overnight Friday into Saturday. Both sides exchanged heavy fire, leaving the strategic Strait of Hormuz virtually closed. The two sides risked further escalation by expanding their targets to include critical infrastructure. Now, the U.S. struck bridges inside Iran, while Tehran responded by hitting American targets across the Gulf. Iran also struck a power and desalination plant in Kuwait on Friday. Iran's army claimed to strike U.S. military targets in both Kuwait and Jordan in response to the American attacks. In Kuwait, Iranian forces targeted an ammunition depot at Camp al-Adiri, as well as headquarters buildings, ammo depots at the Ali al-Salem Air Base, and several communication bridges. In Jordan, fuel tanks at the Al-Azraq Air Base were targeted, according to reports from the state broadcaster. The Iranian army said it targeted an airbase in Bahrain used by the United States. It claimed that attack drones targeted aircraft shelters and parking areas, fuel storage tanks at Sheikh Issa Air Base, as well as several connecting bridges. Bahrain and Qatar earlier said they had intercepted missiles. Now, these attacks came after the U.S. launched strikes for the seventh consecutive night. U.S. Central Command stated these operations were intended to continue degrading Iranian military capabilities. Iranian media reported explosions rocking several provinces in the south of the country. One report said that the U.S. strikes killed 3 people and wounded 8 others in the southern province of Hormuzgan. Shortly after those U.S. strikes were announced, 5 explosions were heard in the central city of Yazd. Earlier footage broadcast by Iranian state media showed 2 destroyed bridges in Hormuzgan province. Iranian state media said at least 5 bridges had been struck in the south. CENTCOM also released a video showing strikes on maritime surveillance tower at Iran's Kalantari port along its Gulf of Oman coastline. CENTCOM said the tower had been used by IRGC to track and target commercial vessels transiting the Strait of Hormuz. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard said that 2 oil tankers passing through the Strait of Hormuz struck mines and exploded. The guards also claimed to have stopped 4 ships attempting to transit the strategic waterway. According to marine traffic data, 6 vessels transited the critical waterway in the past 24 hours. Tehran is threatening to escalate further. Reports also say that Iran has asked Yemen's Houthis to stand ready to close the Red Sea oil route if the U.S. strikes Iranian power infrastructure. Houthis have said to have completed preparations to attack shipping by deploying missiles and drones near the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, the gateway to the Red Sea. Meanwhile, a top Iranian commander has warned that Iran will resume full-scale offensive operations if U.S. strikes continue over the coming days. While talking to state media agency Arab, Major General Mohsen Razai declared that Iran will no longer limit itself to retaliatory like-for-like responses and no political border will be safe.